Cincinnati, your city's amazing. I don't mind the Reds. The Bengals are the Bengals, but seriously? My friend Ryan, NoTweetRyan, NoUploadRyan, he made a video giving his thoughts on the CM Punk chants, specifically the ones last night, and I wanted to make a video in response to that, and just in response to the CM Punk chants in general. I'm from Chicago. I've been to a ton of WWE events in the Allstate Arena. I went to Night of Champions 2010, where CM Punk was basically booed out of the building because he said he likes Chicago, but he didn't like the inhabitants of Chicago. I went to Money in the Bank 2011, where we all know what happened there. Extreme Rules 2012, CM Punk had an amazing match against Chris Jericho in a Chicago street fight. Payback 2013, where CM Punk made his return after a couple, I think it was weeks, of being gone since facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. Hold on. I have a CM Punk flag on my wall. They don't make these. You can't buy this on WWE Shop, or you could never buy this on WWE Shop. I had to go take the logo and make it custom because of how big of a CM Punk fan I was, and I still am today. Ever since WrestleMania 23, I tell this story all the time. When he came out for the Money in the Bank and he said, "From Chicago, Illinois," as soon as they said from Chicago, Illinois, I knew that that guy was awesome, and I'm going to support that guy in anything he does. I still do today. He walked into the UFC octagon. Even though I know absolutely nothing about UFC, I still watched him live out a dream that he had for so long. Something that he wanted to do for such a long time. He did it. I know the outcome wasn't the greatest. I know that he didn't last as long as everyone thought he would, but he did something that he wanted to do. I'm all for the idea that you pay the money to see the show and you could chant whatever you want. I'm all for that. When I went to Raw July last year, I chanted for CM Punk when everyone else chanted for CM Punk because something boring was going on in the ring. Why did we chant for CM Punk? I don't know. Why did the people at WrestleMania 30 chant for the popcorn guy? I don't know, because they were bored. They wanted something out of the show and they didn't get it. Go back to the Raw after WrestleMania 29. It was like Randy Orton versus Sheamus. And it was just boring, every single person there. So what did they do? They chanted and they had fun with it. It was something that, it was just, why in the world was that going on? No one cared what was going on in the ring because it was a boring thing that we've seen 100,000 times that they didn't want to see again. So what did they do? They had fun with it. They chanted for this, they chanted for that, and they made a fun thing out of it. We've seen it a million times and we don't want to see it again. We want something new. We want something different. We're the fans that determine what happens. I know Vince McMahon and a staff full of people have, the right to do whatever they want. It's their show, it's their company, but the fans are what matters. Without anyone watching their product, there is no one for them to do anything for. There's no one to put on matches. There's no one to put on anything. It's the fans who pretty much get the final decision. I know Vince McMahon will shove Roman Reigns down our throats if he wants to, or he'll shove this new guy, or it's like, hey, you're gonna like this guy. But the fans can say what they want. They could boo, they could cheer CM Punk a million times until they're blue in the face. But when you have the future of TJ Perkins and Tony Nese wrestling on a awful show, they took what they were given and they killed it. That match was amazing. When Tony Nese came out, and the fact that TJ Perkins, the champion, the new Cruiserweight champion, and Tony Nese were going to have a match on Raw for free, that just blew my mind. Those are two of the best wrestlers in the world, and the people were saying whatever they wanted. They didn't care. The fans that were there didn't care. Whose fault is it that they don't care for this match? Is it WWE's fault because they didn't push these guys that much? Do they not have the network even though it's free every single month and you really don't have to pay for it? All you have to do is sign up every month with a new email? I don't know who's to blame, but they just did not care for this match. But it was like a great match. So in this situation, when there's something new, refreshing, it's literally brand new. It was 2 weeks in the making. Like they had like 2 matches, I think it was. I think they had one last week and then the one on the pay-per-view, and now we have something new. And then later in the night or before this match or whatever, Drew Gulak was there on Raw. Like, no one expected that. It was something that happened, and it was awesome. Now, it just might be me saying that. It might be every single person else that I follow on Twitter that be saying that. But, like, that's something new and refreshing. I don't know why the people of Cincinnati did not like it. I don't know why they were chanting for CM Punk. But when it's something like that I don't agree with. You shouldn't be chanting for CM Punk or for Popcorn Guy or for this, that, and the other when you have something new being, given to you. Here's something brand new, and they just took it and threw it away. Each city they go to, it's always a different thing. Maybe Chicago's this, but then New York's this, but then Philly is this. There's all different people in these different cities, so I understand that. At the end of the day, if there's something like this where it's brand spanking new, it literally is like a week old, and WWE is saying, here, we're giving this to you. Everyone loved the Cruiserweight Classic. Here, have Cruiserweights on Raw. And the fans just crush it, and they chant CM Punk, and they chant this, that, and the other. Then in that sense, I say no. You guys are idiots. You should not be chanting for CM Punk. You should not be chanting for Popcorn Guy, or Soda Guy, or Cotton Candy Guy, or any guy. Only the two guys in the ring. But in another situation, then yes, I could see chanting for whatever the heck you want. So that's what I think. What do you guys think? I know there's going to be mixed feelings because, CM Punk left and he hates wrestling now. But like I said, I told you, like at the beginning of this video, it was just me telling you how big of a CM Punk fan I am and how maybe I will chant for CM Punk again because some Sheamus versus Roman Reigns match is going on and I specifically don't like that. But when it's something brand new like the Cruiserweights, I don't understand it at all. It'd be nice to know what someone else thinks. Leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bam.